Hello everyone! In this video I'll be talking about how to prepare and later on deal with the season of dark and cold. If you want to help yourself or someone dear to you to go through this moody and grey season, please keep on watching. Before we dive into the video, please like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. It will help me grow this channel and will help people just like you to discover my videos. Alright, so as I mentioned, it's almost November, and here in the Netherlands the days are getting pretty dark and cold and rainy. It rains more often, and at least until Christmas it's only gonna get worse. This gloom and doom, plus the lockdown, hit me really hard this past winter, to the point that I wanted to get a month of an unpaid leave so I can sleep, read books and watch TV shows. Since something like that happens every year, I decided that I don't want to go through this again and I should prepare. In my world, this is how self-care looks like. I'm going to be talking about very basic, simple principles that actually help, but unfortunately people dismiss them way too often and way too easily. I advise you to really give it a go and see how that works for you. Number 1, sleep. I get super cranky when I don't have enough sleep, and somehow in the cold season I need it even more. For me, it's the primary factor to function. In this period, I try to make sure I go to bed on time. I put my socks on because with the cold feet I cannot fall asleep. And I really try not to scroll through the social media before I go to bed. Sleeping in on the weekend is allowed, as well as some naps. Number 2, water. I am really practicing what I preach. I do drink more water. Since the video when I talk about my productivity setup on the iPhone, I put up the automation to easier log the water. Water really energizes me, it hydrates me, and it generally makes me feel much better. I don't push myself to drink 2 liters, but I compensate alcohol and caffeine because they hydrate me. Number 3, good food. Everyone has their own idea of what good food is. In the cold times, for me, this is obviously warm food. Soups, stews, hot sandwiches, and so on. Also, things that just make me feel good, like fish and vegetable salads. I get delivery. I order sushi, Chinese or Greek. And it's especially pleasant when there is good company to share it with. Also during this season, there is more hot coffee, tea, and Glühwein. Number 4, exercise. I'm telling you, these are the real basic things. Exercise for me is the best way to get energized. In the Before Breakfast podcast, I heard a phrase that exercise doesn't take time, it makes time. It is very counterintuitive, but it's true. I know it's always hard to start. To change, get into the room or go to the gym, start warming up, seems like a drag. So I honestly use my willpower to go through the getting ready and warming up phase. And then I'm good to go. I do exercises with my own weight, and I don't like cardio, so I don't push myself to do it. Number 5, light. It's one of the things that I really miss from October till April. I'm filming this video on a Saturday afternoon, and guess what? I have to use my ring light because it's so dark outside. This year, I even bought myself a supplement of vitamin D. I'm not a medical professional, I'm not giving any advice, but I really hope it will help me. When it comes to light, I have one important principle. When you live in a climate where every single sunny day is supposed to be a bank holiday, get outside. It's mandatory. This usually happens before work or during lunch, because after work it's already dark. Well, if it's not sunny but dry, I still get out, because like that, you still get a lot more sunlight than if you stay inside. Another thing that I use is a daylight lamp, which I keep on my desk. And even if it's a placebo effect, it helps me to go through some lousy dark mornings. Point number 6, energy. Find out what gives you energy. You know, sometimes sitting on the couch and binge watching a TV show the whole day is not as relaxing as you think. One of my favorite things that brings me energy is to hang out with my friends. Here's some ideas of the things and activities that could bring you energy. Exercising. Brisk walk if the weather is dry. Enjoy a hot beverage. Hang out with your friends. Call your parents. Do something you were postponing for ages. Read a good book. Tidy up and create a cozy space around you. Open the windows for 5 minutes for fresh air. Have a weekend getaway. Complete a small project, something you can do in a couple of days. Play a game. Watch a great movie. Learn something. Treat yourself with your favorite food. Pet a fluffy animal. Get outside in the nature. I pay a lot of attention to the energy management. For me, that means if I'm low on energy, I do not demand a lot from myself. And when my energy is high, I know that I should take advantage of that. Well, sometimes I don't, and that's also okay. Another good thing to know, regardless of the season, is when you are most productive or energetic during the day. I know for myself that the next 3 hours after lunch, I am pretty useless. So this is the time when I plan some routine work and meetings. Or at least I try to. Number 7, kindness. Don't push yourself. Be your own precious being. Imagine what you would say to a child or a close friend. Very likely you will not push them and be compassionate instead. Dark and cold days will be over. Take it one day at a time. Try being at the moment. Enjoy little things. And number 8, help. Ask for help. If you feel it's getting really difficult to go through the day, ask for help. From your friends and loved ones, to your employer, to a therapist. Really, go talk to someone. Give help. If you see someone struggling, offer to help if you have resources. It could be someone you know, like a friend or colleague, or a total stranger. You can go volunteer and help people you never met. When it comes to people you know, try offering a very specific help, so that the person in need doesn't need to spend some additional energy figuring out how you can help them. For example, you can create some me time for a friend of yours with a kid by getting her a massage certificate and offering to babysit her kid when she's in the salon. It is easier to get through hard times together. And that was it for today's video. What do you think about this approach to tackle dark and cold days? Do you have any other tips? Please let me know in the comments below. And if you watched till this moment, thank you so much, I really appreciate that. You know what to do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. It helps me enormously to develop this channel so people like you can also see my videos. And I will see you next Monday. Cheers!